06 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike is 06.
Sounding good, Aaron. KM6 SRR.
Whiskey 6 Papa, Echo 6620, Delta Mike 07.
I think Nevada's in there on CW, but we'll confirm later. K6US. He's got a nice signal right now on 2-meter CW. K6US, Delta Mike 06. Put down KD6BQ up there in Nevada. Just worked him on CW.
Okay, will do. I got him. I also got Mike 620.
AJ6PD 1237.
I got you too, Tony. KM6SRR.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, Richard had a pretty good signal on CW, so. and of course, the only way I can work him is because I know it's him. And then, so I'll send his call sign, and I'll send my call sign, and then he'll send back Rogers, and so I at least know it's him.
Yeah, that works. It's better than what I can do.
You can send CW with that radio. You just got to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I can do lots of things with this radio, but got to learn how to do it. Well, I'm on the 9100 right now, but the 9700 is what you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. The 9700, you can literally type in what you want to send on the screen and then send it in CW. But you got to kind of, you got to put some canned messages in ahead of time, so it kind of makes it hard to work somebody. But with my software here on my computer, I literally can just type in whatever I want and hit send, and it goes.
Okay, that's the ICOM software, the remote stuff. I've got that too, but I haven't set it up.
Yeah. So it literally has a box, and you put the cursor on the box, and you type in what you want to send, and then I just key up the radio and hit send, and it does it. So yeah, it makes it pretty easy. I just wish it had a decoder, which of course is now on the 7300 Mark II's got the decoder. That's how I've been checking into the 10-meter CW net. It'd be interesting if they ever came out with a 9700 Mark II and they put the CW decoder in it. That would be interesting, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yep. I was looking at this month's QST, and there's an ad for a unit that will match up the fist to whoever you're listening to and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cheating, I guess, but it sounds like it would work.
Yeah, it's all cheating. But it's still fun. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I just realized that I left the CW decoder up on the 7300, and I don't need it up on the TV anymore. So I have to go into the closet and turn it off. K6US.
Okay, I got to go down and get a bite to eat and feed the cats. KM6SR.
Got you logged in, Rob.
20. Good evening, everyone.
We don't know who that good evening everyone came from. K6MYZ, good evening.
That was 620, Mike. I also got 1237 Tony in here, Mike.
All right. Good evening, Tony.
And I worked Richard up in Nevada on CW again, K6US 1079 and Bozo 1100, and you can also include Richard if you want.
Yep, got it. Thank you.
W60WL 719.
And there's the old stranger from the from the prune yard, huh?
982, Charlie Echo Fox.
Good evening, Larry, and good evening, Daryl. You sounding good.
KD6ZKE704.
And good evening to you, Cheery, old reliable. 704, we got you.
Go again, Tony. You doubled with Mike.
Yeah, I had a feeling I did. Thanks, Daryl. Evening, Mike, AJ6PD.
Yeah, AJ6PD. Give me your Bozo number. I know what it is, but I want to hear you say it.
1237.
Got it. Thank you. And good to hear you. Pointed south, I believe, looking for some signals out of the south. I recalibrated here, but I'm not sure I've got it right, so I'm waiting for some signals to come out of the south. But in the meantime, N6SWR, if you're there, Ben.
KC5DTU 712.
712. Good evening, Kerry.
Yeah, good evening, 712,
Roger, Roger. Good evening, and to Michael also.
AD6BQ. That's big signal off the backside. Were you saying hi to Kerry?
Mike, you're over S9 off the back.
I wouldn't doubt it. Good evening, Dane. Dane, remind me, what did you tell me? Do you have, I couldn't remember whether you had 1296 or not there, over.
Do I have 1296? Not yet.
Not yet, okay. We were sitting there at 29 last night. We were trying to think, who has 1296 that we can call to get on here to make it even 30, over?
Okay, well, the system that'll eventually be built is a 32-element extended expanded, and then I'll use a transverter up on the roof, and we'll go up on 2 meters and not have to deal with coax loss and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's coming along. I just haven't had time to bolt everything together.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've never heard of anybody running expanded on 1296, but there's no reason it couldn't work.
Well, Jones had the plans for it and all that, and I figured, well, what the heck, it's, of course, he also said use a 1-gallon coffee can.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's a good feed. That's what we used for our dish way back in the early days, a 3-pound coffee can. Whose design is it? Who wrote the design for the extended expanded? Over.
That was one that was in one of the early VHF manuals. Who was it? Frank Jones, I think.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good design. He invented it, sort of.
Yeah, well, the network or the frame will be built out of PVC, and that'll be easy enough to come up with. And then I just have to construct the phasing lines.
Okay, good. Element diameter 1/8 inch or 3/16?
Say again?
Element diameter 1/8 or 3/16?
I think I settled on 12 gauge.
Yeah, that'll work.
Like I said, it's, a lot of experimentation and all that. And yeah, that in my world was what ham radio was about.
Yeah, well, whatever Frank Jones used, you probably have to be careful to with the element diameter, because it will have an effect on it, although they were pretty broad in terms of their response. Over.
Okay, well, I can't remember if I was going with number 10 or number 12, but, it'll come out fairly quick once I get everything active. The driver for it is basically a Yaesu 718 backpacking radio, and so I've got that, and I can use that to drive 1296. Also, I can use the same radio on 432 to drive the 2304 transverter.
Yeah, okay, good deal. Okay, let me keep an ear out down south. I'm still looking for Southland.
Okay, well, I'm off to dinner. WB6.
Delta Mike 05.
Oh, okay. DM05, was that you, Ben? Good evening, Dane.
Roger, is N6SWR.
Okay, good signal. I must have calibrated pretty close here. I readjusted the antenna. It seemed like I was ahead about 10 or 12 degrees, so I set it back a little bit. But you're sounding good in here. Good to hear you. Hope everything's starting to smooth out for you down there. N6SWR, Rob would be in here, but he's a living. Wife's coming home tomorrow, but he's batching it, so he went down to get some dinner.
Roger that. Yeah, I've been taking care of my wife since the vacation, too. She was supposed to have surgery on her foot to reset 4 toes, and or to pin them or whatever. And then they put a hiatus on it for some cardio stress tests first. So we're a week or two away from surgery here, so she's hobbling around the house still, and we'll continue for a while.
Yeah, okay. Well, good. We'll understand if you don't make it to the net on any particular night because of caretaking. Understand about that stuff. Good to hear you, and a good, strong, nice, solid signal this evening. N6SWR, or anybody else down there, KB6RQU, Anybody else? How about LA? K6MYC. Boy, it must be pretty poor propagation. I don't even hear the verticals down there this evening. I don't know where they are. Anybody else down here about AA6S? Are you here tonight, Bill? WA6AAJ.
KJ6TYO1009.
1009. Good evening, Ron.
Good evening, Mike.
It was good to have you in here last night on 1296. There, Ron. We got up to 29. We couldn't break 29. Hi.
Oh, I know it. I should have came in there with a different number, huh?
Yeah, something. Yeah, go in and fake a new one, huh?
Be good to get 30 there.
Yeah, Kerry was at a meeting. Otherwise, he would have been in. That would have been easy. And of course, Ken can get on. I'm pretty sure he's still got a feed line coming from a broken antenna. The antenna is broken. It's not non-functional, but it's not pointing just right. It's 4 Yaggies and one is off in different directions. So it works. He could have checked in, but he doesn't like to get on when it's not working right. So we had enough people to do it, but we just couldn't quite break over the line there. Anyway, no problems. Good to have you in here on a consistent basis. You got to get a rotator under that thing one of these days. KJ6TYO, K6MYC. Anybody else down south?
KG6USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert looking out that Central Valley there, Mike. Can you copy? Hello.
I sure do. We were waiting for you. 831, this is Bozo 47. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Mike, how you doing tonight?
Well, we're not hearing any of the other guys down there vertically polarized. For some reason, we don't have any signals from the vertical guys tonight. Normally, I can hear them chattering in there, not loud, but they're in there. Anyway, good to hear you. Rob's downstairs getting some dinner, so he may not be in here, and some of the other big guns are still missing. So I'm not sure how many you're going to get here tonight. Give a call, and maybe we can get Ben N6SWR to turn around also for you in Bakersfield there. KG6USS, K6MYC.
USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert, looking out toward that Central Valley. Anybody want to check in up here in Southern California? Hello. K6KMN up here.
Oh, who is it? K6 who?
Who is that? K6KMM? Kilo 6, Kilo Mike November, Bozo at number 35. All right, got you in there loud and clear. What's your QTH?
What was his Bozo number? I hear K6KMN.
Continue. K6KMN, KG6USS up here in the high desert, along with you. Anybody else out there on the west side, out there in the Central Valley, want to check in for 831 KG6USS here in Southern California? Let's go.
What's KMN's Bozo number? I didn't get it. I thought he said 61, but it might have been 51. Which is it?
KM6SRR.
35.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Rob, give KG6USS a call and ask him what KMN's Bozo number is. Over.
Yeah, I heard him say 35. How you doing, John? KG6USS, KM6SR, number 432.
Hey, Rob, how you doing? 432. Yeah, we're doing pretty good now. Mama's doing good. Everybody's on the mend. And we're looking good up there, brother.
You copy, Rob? 432 KG6USS.
Yeah, John, I got another radio going here too.
Go ahead. He's just confirming he's got you.
All right, Rob, we got you on the list there, brother. Thanks for checking in. Anybody else out you really want to check in up here in Southern California, up there in the high desert? Hello. Yeah, I'm starting to get bleed over on the verticals down there in Central Valley. Want to check in for the Bozo Net, Southern California, 831 KG6USS. Let's go.
Sounds pretty quiet now. We're still missing a couple of guys here, so maybe they'll have to regret it. Over.
Yeah, gotcha. You did get that gentleman up here in Lancaster's number 35, right, Mike?
Yeah, I got 35. Thank you for I think it's Doug or Dan. Can't remember his. I always forget his handle. We don't work often enough there. K6KMN. Thank you, John 73. Have a good one, and we'll look for you on Sunday.
All right, Mike and Rob and Ken. Well, you all have a good day and good week here, and we'll catch you later. KG6USS 831 back to net control on the vertical in Southern California.
73.
73, John. MN's name is Doug, Mike.
I thought it was.
Did you get 971 there, Mike?
I did not get 971.
Wow, you must be pointed a different direction.
You might have called in with a lot of other people here, over.
Yeah, maybe.
No, you're plenty loud. I would have heard you. I just didn't hear it at all. But good evening, Dave.
Yeah, I didn't get vodka, bourbon, and gin either.
I'm sick.
See? We ran out of vodka, so we just got bourbon and gin. That's all we got.
Yeah, I gotta do something. I gotta get myself some ginger and cinnamon tea and go to bed.
Are you catching something?
What was that?
Are you catching something?
Yeah, I caught something. Or I was catching something last night. Now today I feel like crud.
Is that stomach flu or cold?
No, it's a really bad cold.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Doesn't make breathing any easier, I'll tell you that.
I believe that, yeah. I'm sorry for you. I know that's a hassle. All right. Hopefully you feel better. But I know it's going to take 3 or 4 days for you to go through the cycle there. Good evening, Dave. I'm going to point over toward Atascadero now. K6MYC Bozo Net going toward Atascadero. Here we are in that general direction. W6QUI or KN6EIV, K6MYC. Oh, it's one of those Wednesday nights again. First and third Wednesday, I guess. KN6EIV, how about you, Eric? He's supposed to fill in when Ron can't make it.
Yeah, but last week Eric broke something, so I don't know if he's going to be able to be up there.
Who, Eric broke something?
Yeah, I think his truck broke down or something.
Well, yeah, I guess it's, yeah. That may be what's still holding him up there, but maybe I thought he would have that fixed by now. Anyway, W6QUI or KN6EIV, Atascadero, Paso Robles area, K6MYC, Bozo Net, last call. Who's that? Here's HI. Give us a call sign. He's very self-conscious and embarrassed. All right. Going to Santa Cruz. Here we go.
Hey, Mike, after that last comment, he probably won't come in for sure.
For sure.
If he's like me, he can only get out a couple letters at a time, CW.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was HI. Maybe it was Hawaii breaking in, huh?
Maybe. You never can tell.
Who is that now?
Whiskey Baker 6, Golf Golf Yankee 884.
884. Good evening, Phil. Nice backscatter signal. I'm pointed towards Santa Cruz. Go ahead.
Copy, copy. We'll be on the side.
Roger, roger. Was 884, Rob, if you didn't hear it.
Yep, got it.
Okay, KW6 Sugar or Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, K6MYC Bozo Net. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, K6MYC, calling and listening. Wow. Got one of those, another one of those nights in the Bay Area where nobody's there. Okay. Well, we're going up to the Bay Area then. WB6JNN. Can you hear me, Jim?
Yeah, you're doing fine. WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, I recalibrated the antenna, so I'm still a little tentative, but I've got you at 282, and normally at 285 is where you peak, but I haven't tweaked it yet. So good evening to you, and it was good to have everybody on 1296 last night. We had 29. We didn't quite break 30, but we will soon. Over.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, you know, a lot of people have the 9700s, and some of them have finally got antennas for it, so there you go. Yeah, I show that according to the map here on the internet, it shows you just to the north of Santa Cruz a little bit and south of San Jose at the moment on your direction, on your beam. Last time you talked to me, you were even at San Francisco according to this, and apparently your antennas were somewhere else. WB6JNN.
Well, maybe the map is slow. I'm pointed at 280 something here. I can't read the last letter of 285, 287, something like that. That's right at you. Santa Cruz is 270, 269, 270.
Well, it's doing okay regardless. So, yeah, been trying to get blown out of the city here with all the wind today.
Oh, you had wind. We had a little breeze. It's 4 or 5, maybe 10 miles an hour, so it wasn't bad. But there was wind. A lot of days we are 1 to 2 miles an hour and intermittent. Today it was 5 to 10 and intermittent. Anyway, you're sounding fine. So let's see, who else might be in here with you? We're looking for Chris, KA60UYH. We're looking for AB6SR. How about you, Stan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
K6MYC, AB6SR. Yeah, okay. It wasn't too windy here. There was a gust or two, but a bit on the cool side, but nice for working outside. I spent most of the morning running the wood chipper, so got some more the garden. One of the ceanothus shrubs, which was rather big and rather pretty, sort of died off. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm gradually chipping it up and using it for mulch, so nothing much from me. It was just a good day, so spent most of it on my own, did some cooking this afternoon. Wife was out at an appointment, so yeah, just a normal day, really good. I hope Chris and everybody else are around in the Bay Area, because we're not exactly the most popular on your rota at the moment. Back to you, your good signal here, K6NYC, AB6SR 807.
Well, I recalibrated, so it's maybe off according to what you remember, but I think that's reading 281, but it didn't peak on you. You're so loud it's hard to peak on you. So I'm sitting at what I'm reading is 281 on the dial here, which is 10 degrees above west. Or 11. Anyway, good to hear you. Glad you had a nice, pleasant day. What do you think your temperatures got to today?
It's probably just over 70. Just over the low 70s, I think.
Yeah, that's where we were. It was low 70s, and it would have been probably a little warmer, but the wind kind of cooled it down to feel like 70. Okay, good deal. Good to have you in here. And let's see, did we work you on Monday night on 6?
No, I did hear you. I heard Chris pretty well, but I don't know what's changed for me. Unless there's some foliage or something like that, nothing's changed at this end, but not doing very well on 6. So I'll try again one of these days. There's a black cat out there. Haven't seen a cat in ages. Okay, so no, I didn't call in. Well, yes, I did. I think Gary heard me, but yeah, I don't know what's happened here. So not on 6, so not doing it all well. I'll see what's up. I don't think it's cable problems or anything like that, but can't understand it. So that's 3 Mondays in a row where I haven't been very good on 6. So that's my story. That's the truth. K6NYC AB6SR.
Well, what's the antenna? Because I did work Chris, and he's just got the whole loop, which isn't working very well, but it's adequate. He was there, but he wasn't very strong. What's your antenna again?
It's a Delta loop here, designed by that chap down in, I think it's Southern California, W6NBC. That's the one I used out of QST. Back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, a Delta loop's just a full wavelength plus about 6% extra length in it. So it's just a full wave of wire. Should be pretty straightforward. Broadside should be pointed east-west.
Yeah, it's a half-inch copper pipe.
Oh, okay. Should be working fine. I can't imagine why we're not hearing you.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the way things are at the moment. Probably just me, Mike. Don't give up on me just yet. Back to you.
Well, you could always put another one behind it. Just make it 5% longer than that one, and you'll have a two-element antenna, and it'll have 5 or 6 dB of gain. If you can't get to me, then there's something else wrong there. Maybe you're hooked to the wrong feed line. Maybe you think you're hooked to the copper antenna, but you're not. That would be my guess. All right, 7-3 stand. Good evening. AB6SR, K6MYC, looking for other check-ins in the Bay Area on 2 meters here. Go ahead.
226 is here.
Well, Heidi. 226, how are you this evening? A long time no hear. We sure could have used you last night on 1296, working or not. You still have your feed line hooked up?
Oh, yeah, it's hooked up.
Well, we needed to get to 30. We were tempted to call you, but everybody was reticent to call you because we didn't want to have you embarrassed to get on there with a broken antenna. But we needed to get 30 check-ins, and we only got 29. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, I could have ran out and checked in, but you know, you can hear me and I can hear you, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, that's why we knew that you could get on and make a signal that we would hear. Kerry was at a meeting, and he didn't get home till afterwards, and he would have been easy also, but I called him, but he didn't. He had his phone in shut-off mode. So we could have made 30, 31 easily, but it was a very good night. We worked a whole bunch of 10-watt stations. I worked Richard up in Wassaw Valley there with 10 watts and a little dinky Aggie at 8 foot high on his fence. Over.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I am here. I'm going to move over to 10 meters, and I'll try and get back.
Okay, very good. Okay.
6 WA60IB.
Okay, we'll see you after 10 meters. Bay Area Bozo Net, KE6MYC, over. W6PQL, where are you? Well, I'm going to go right on by you. I'm going to go up to N6RO, N6 Radio Ontario, Radio Oakley, K6MYC. How about you, Ken? N6RO, K6MYC.
Bozo 177 is here.
177, and I'm hearing you very well tonight, Gary. Tell me again why you're not gone.
Oh, because I got back already. My trip was only 11 days, so I got back almost a week ago.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misjudged how long you were going to be gone. Anyway, you're sounding very good tonight. KE6QR 177, K6MYC.
Yeah, you're sounding good. 5 and 9, great band tonight. I'm hearing all kinds of people I don't normally hear, so have a great net. We'll be listening. K6MYC, KE6QR.
Yeah, a lot of people missing here. W6WZZ's missing. We got W6PQL missing. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6BA. A whole bunch of guys in the Bay Area missing, so not sure where everybody is tonight. K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody else in the Bay Area or all the way up to N6R Oakley? Over.
W6PQL. IQR 1189.
Oh, there you are. Two of you. 1189 KO6IQR. 1189 and W6PQL. Very strong, Jim. Take it.
Yeah, you're good copy over here tonight also. Nothing new. Just watching a little television here while I'm listening to the radio on the side. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, let me ask you a question, because I was dreaming last night and I had designed an amplifier, and I was thinking that, I designed it in pieces, in concept, and I was thinking that I was going to call you up this morning and see if you wanted to do the design for us. I know you don't want to keep building them, but the 200 watt, 100 to 200 watt, I wasn't sure what's out there, so you could tell me. You probably told me this before, but what's out there for LD MOS devices that is in the 100 to 200 watt category on 1296, 1300 megs, over?
Well, the only thing that I know of that's built here, I don't know of anything that's built here in the U.S., but what's out there right now is the Gemini amplifiers out of the U.K.
No, I don't mean the whole amplifier. What devices are out there?
Okay, let's see. I was going to design one of those type of amplifiers, and the device is it's the BLP15HS 100. Those are 100 watt devices, and it takes a pair of them to get the power level that you want. If you want 150 to 200 watts, you'd need a pair of them. So that's what you'd use.
Are they LD MOS? It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, they're LD MOS.
Okay, so they must have a lot of gain, huh?
Yeah, let's see what the data sheet says. I'll look it up and be back with you in just a minute.
Okay.
But anyway, 10 watts would drive a pair of them pretty easy, but let me check on it right away.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah, you'd probably have to put a 3 dB pad or more in the input. Most LD bosses at that frequency even have 15 to 20 dB of gain, so you have to tune it back a little bit. Too bad they don't have one. Well, a 100-watt version is okay, but it's the same amount of work for 200 watts, unless there's a huge price. If they're not too expensive, then a pair of them would probably be a good choice. But I had really designed the whole thing in my mind, and with a preamp in it and everything. But I was I was going to talk to you about maybe doing the design, and we could pay you for the design, and we build it down here. But Matt doesn't want to do it right now. We don't have anybody left in our plant that can build amplifiers, stuff boards, and stuff. So it's not going to work, and we're so busy with other stuff. We just took 2 or 3 contracts in the last week that were all over $1 million. So that's way bigger than we've ever done before. So we're going crazy down there. Over.
Oh, okay. You figure people just need something to do, is that it?
No, this is all, probably for doing something with drones and other things, but a huge amount of military/commercial business in that frequency range, and everybody wants to be able to run 12 or 1,500 watts to 200, 100 to 400 meg stuff.
Okay, well, the gain on these is 20 dB.
I'm sorry, say it again?
20 dB.
On the devices?
Yeah, so if you had a pair of them and you drive it with 10 watts, you're going to get, 100 would be 10 dB, another 10 dB would be a kilowatt, so you'd need probably at least a 6 dB attenuator in there.
Yeah, well, that's no problem. I would assume we'd put an attenuator in anyway, so that would be fine, though, but that would be a good one. And I have 20 dB of gain, yeah, woof. Well, maybe, you could set it up. Well, think about it anyway. It's something that I'm still toying with. I'm not sure how to get them built. Have somebody fabricate and stuff the boards. I don't know. It's an amplifier that needs to be built. With all the people that we worked, almost 30 people on 1296 last night, and at least 5 or 6 of them were sitting there at 10 watts. Over.
Yeah, I understand. I've been sending everybody over to, if they don't want the 600 water, I've been sending them over to the UK. There's quite a waiting list, that's a popular product. It's in the right power range. It's good for the 10-watt radios, and that's the thing. What the problem I had, and the reason I didn't jump on that and start making them right away, is that the TR switch is rather expensive, and I don't know where you'd find any except to get surplus Dowkey antenna relays, but that's the real hang-up on that one. And you can use the smaller ones like the 402 series, the SMA type relays. The transfer switch would be ideal, but finding them in quantity and finding them at a decent price is a real headache.
Well, I was thinking about doing half of that switching with solid state. Does that make sense?
It does, but you need high voltage to do it.
High voltage? What do you mean?
Well, you're talking about 10 diodes. In order to get those to work with power levels like that, you need several hundred volts.
I'm talking about switching diodes.
Yeah, so if you've got 100 watts, what's that? A couple hundred watts, I mean. And you're switching that, your peak RF voltage is pretty high, isn't it? It's going to be over 100 volts.
Well, I wouldn't use it to try and switch the whole. You could. I was thinking that they could handle the input to the amplifier. Do solid state switching at the input to the amplifier, so you're switching to the tail output of the preamp or the input of the amplifier, and do that with solid state, maybe one solid state device, and if you needed more isolation, a small, tiny miniature relay in there would do it. Those two would give you plenty of well, I don't need the isolation area. You need it on the other end, on the high end. Over.
Well, there are things that are there's a small SMA type, not SMA, excuse me, but small solder to a PC board type of relay that is suitable for the input, but the output's your real problem.
Well, the one that I've loaned out had a Tohatsu in it, and it was working fine. Over.
Remember the model number?
Yeah, it's a standard little tiny Tohatsu. I can't remember the model number. I knew you'd ask me that. But we use them in our polarity switch and stuff. Over. Okay,
yeah. They're not a good match at 1296, but occasionally you're lucky and you get one that is.
Well, Ken's unit works that way, and it's in there. It's doing the output switching on the amp, so it's capable of handling at least 120 watts. So. And I don't know what the upper limit of it was. That was what I was going to use. And then if it doesn't have enough isolation, use a switching diode or a switching diode for the second level of isolation to the input to the preamp.
Yep, those are all good ideas that I've thought of too. I just haven't found a practical way to do it.
Anyway, I laid in bed between 3 and 5 this morning designing that for you. We'll talk more. Do you have any idea what those devices are cost each?
Oh, they're not expensive, but by the time you get through with everything, even if you have the boards made and loaded, by the PC board house. Just the labor to make the cabinet and things like that. I used to sell the 150 watter that I used to build for $1,700, and that was quite a few years ago. Looking at the prices of things now, the devices weren't any more expensive than these devices. That wasn't the real expensive part of it. The expensive part was the TR switch and the cabinet and all that kind of stuff. We can't just make them in bricks like we used to do for 2 meters anymore. It requires a little more of the sophisticated stuff for 1296.
Well, it could be a brick. I looked at the way this one's made that does 120, and it's an old device. I think it's I know it's not an LD Voss device because the thing has been designed 20 years ago and built, but it all is quite compact and quite small and quite minimal in terms of board components and stuff. Anyway, we can talk more about it. I think it could be done for way under that, depending on what the device cost is. If they're $100 or less, it's easy.
Well, they're less than $20, so you're in good shape there.
Okay, super. All right, we'll talk more. Good evening, and let's see who else is in there. Anybody else left for checking in on the 2-meter Bozo Net? K6MYC still pointing the Bay Area. Sounds quiet over there. Boy, I don't know what happened to Mike last night. We never did hear KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. With him in there, we might have had as many as 32 check-ins on 1296 last night. Jim, over.
How many did you have?
I had 29, but 2 or 3 of the easy ones were out to meetings and stuff, so we didn't get the easy ones. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good turnout. I guess we must have had decent conditions.
I worked a whole bunch of guys in the Bay Area. We had huge, I think 8 people in the Bay Area on 1296 last night, and 3 or 4 of them were 10 watts. KT2G, Mark was in from Los Altos and Booming Signal. And then I also worked Richard up in Wasso, Nevada with 10 watts and a little Comet Yagi. Over.
Oh, all right. Comet Yagi. I hadn't heard of one of those. Well, I guess the Bay Area beat Course Gold that night.
Well, you kicked our ass and then some, 3 or 4 times more than we had. We don't have that many 1296ers. We're working them on them up here, but we've only got about 3.
Yeah, I haven't heard Frank on for a very long time. Is he okay?
He's going to be. He wrenched his knee again, but he was here on Monday or Tuesday. No, he was here Monday, And he had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and today he had toilet day, and tomorrow he'll be back. And I'm getting him cleaned up to the point where he can get himself back on the air. Over.
Oh, okay. All right. It seems like he's been out for a very long time. I know he had health issues. You'd mentioned that before, but hopefully he'll come around soon. Okay. Very good. Better go get Ken before he starts his dinner. K6MYC, W6PQL.
I've been calling Ken, and I think Ken can hear me where I'm pointed now, so he's been asked to come in. All righty. Anyway, I don't know what happened to Mike last night. Mike was the one that, he told me for sure he would try real hard to get in, and we called him before and after the net, and I sat there and rag-chewed for 10 or 15 minutes, pointed right at him at the end of the net. Sometimes he's late, you know, but he never did come in, so that was a disappointment. But that would have made 32 or so.
Well, you had a good night either way. That's pretty good participation.
You betcha. All right. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow. 432 WB6W6PQL, I should say. K6MYC going up a ways to see if we can get N6RO here. N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, in Charlie Mike 97DX. And high temperature was 72. And dinner is going to be leftover fish and spinach. Nothing else to report. I don't think we're doing the contest this weekend. Actually, I take that back. One of my operators is going to do the CQMM contest. So that's all I got. We'll see you on 432 and 6RO.
Yeah, what's the MM contest?
Well, it's you can work everybody, but they have a unique scoring thing depending on what status you have. If you're a member of CQM, or it's pretty complicated. Just you can go to WA7BNM and check the rules. He'll explain that.
Well, you could, but I can't.
No, I don't attempt to. That's why we have WA7BNM, who has all of the rules and so forth and schedule of upcoming contests.
Okay, so it's a worldwide DX contest, so basically you can work anybody?
I think so. I've never done it myself, but I think so. Again, you can check the BNM calendar.
Okay. Very good. Thanks much. We'll see you tomorrow night, Ken, and 6RO, K6MYC.
Nighty night.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long, Mario. I think you're still there. KO6IQR, K6MYC. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Mike. KO6IQR, 1189. Yeah, I heard you really strong earlier, and I didn't have the stream on, so I didn't know where you were pointing, so figured I'd go ahead and check in. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know. So I got marching orders for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be in SoCal while we're on a little bit of a break up here, pending some OSHA issues that we have on the site. So I'm going to be leaving this weekend for a couple weeks. So you're not going to hear from me.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll miss you, but we'll understand. Are you going to operate from down there, or going to leave everything up here?
I'm going to be leaving most of my stuff up here. I'm going to take my radios with me, but I'm not going to bring down the antenna and stuff because I got it pretty much semi-permanently set up, and I really don't have anywhere to put them over in my place anyways other than the balcony, so I'll just leave everything set up here, and it may be less than 2 weeks, so maybe a week and a half, but I'll definitely be coming back.
Yeah, whatever you've got at home, maybe we can even work you on 2 meters from the home QTH.
I think I've checked in before with was it? I forget what his name was. It's not Paul, is it? In Lancaster.
That's John, KG6USS.
Okay. There's another station that's closer than that Lancaster station, somewhere in LA that I can hit with my vertical.
W6 Papa Mike Delta?
I think that's it, yeah. Yeah, because I've checked in. That's where I originally got my Bozo number, was from SoCal.
Yeah, roger. Okay, good. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe we can even hear you. Well, if you're just vertical down there, I probably won't hear you, but maybe you'll hear a little bit of me. We work those guys every Monday and Wednesday. Sunday and Wednesday. 7-3, and I think you'll still be here tomorrow, so we'll catch you on 432 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll be here till Friday evening. So yeah, I'll be able to catch in 432 tomorrow. And also, I just wanted to kind of say I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary as a ham. It was actually April 3rd. I just looked at my paperwork, but and just looking at all the crap that I have and how far I've come in a year and how much money I've spent.
Well, it's well spent. Well spent, Mario, I can tell you. And you're very much appreciated that you did spend it too, not from my standpoint, but from getting on and keeping the activity level good on this band and on all the VHF bands. So well worth the effort. I thank you so much for your effort, and you've done a lot and made a lot of headway in 1 year. You're way ahead of most of the hams that are 1 year in the bag. Happy birthday. At K06IQR, K6MYC 73.
73, Mike, K6NYC, K06IQR.
Okay, how about you, John, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? AD6WVL, or anybody else up this direction, copying me, K6MYC Bozo Net. Check-ins, please. Okay. Let me go into Sacramento then. This should be close up that way. KJ6KFB or KO6KD, K6MYC. KJ6KFB or KO6KD.
Bravo, 756.
Here's 756. Good evening, Darren. Sounds good. And thanks for the contact last night. You were the weakest of the bunch, but we made it with you. I think you just got to get that antenna a little higher, because I'm working a lot of other 10-watt stations that are further out than you. So I think it's just not as high as it should be. KJ6KFB 756, K6MYC.
Yeah, we'll get some improvements done probably over the summer. Kind of lagging at the moment, but what can I say? Just a lot on the plate. And hopefully we'll do better. Anyway, Mike, more are waiting, so I won't hold you up. KJ6, KFB, have a great evening.
Yeah, sounds good. Very stable conditions, no flutter, no QSB, so you're doing good. Thanks much, Darren. KO6KD, how about you, Bill?
Yeah, KO6KD, Bozo 776, checking in. It was nice hearing you this morning and being able to have a decent round table. First time in over a week, I think, that I've been able to join you guys. So that was nice. And anyway, your signal's up and down, but right now you're peaking really nice, very, very nice and loud. Good signal here. So before it drops off, I'll say hello and good evening, and I'll get out of the way so you can talk to John. K6MYC in the group, KO6KD.
Okay. I can't believe I'm pointed where I'm pointed for you. It says 340. That doesn't make any sense. I'm hearing you, so I'll take it. Yeah, it was good. The band just popped this morning. It was just awful, and it must have jumped to 20 or 30 dB improvement within about 5 minutes. I don't know what changed, but boy, it was almost instantaneous, Bill. So it was a blessing that we ever get close in very quickly. It changed very, very rapidly. Anyway, good to hear you, and good to have you in there. We'll look for you again tomorrow morning, hopefully, and get a few more before Bob gets on his trip for au revoir. All right. KO6KD. Let me get up to John there. KR6MR, John, can you hear me? I don't hear John. KR6MR.
John?
Do you hear him, Bill? I thought I heard a voice in there, but he's very, very light. Something wrong.
Yeah, he's calling you. He gave you a long transmission so you could get pointed towards him. He's only copying you right now on the live stream. He's not hearing you direct.
Well, have him give me a long call. I'm up at north right now, and I'm going to come backwards from north. Here we go.
Give him a long call, John.
Go ahead, John. I hear you, Richard. Stand by. Well, I'm going to check John in. He's in there, but he's just not hearing us for some reason. I think he's got something wrong there. 759, 759, Rob.
Yeah, he was calling you all that time, and I guess you're just not hearing him. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's not here at all. Let me see. Ken, are you back on YB?
God, you're an S9 plus to me, Mike.
Yeah, I'm being due north right now. Go figure. Let me go further than north, and maybe I'm a lot of whack here, but I've recalibrated, and everybody else was right where they should be. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, you both were talking at the same time there. You're just not hearing each other. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm at 342 for 343. You're booming in no matter where I point, Bill.
I don't get it. John, you're pointed the right way, aren't you?
No, I'm pointed all over the place. I gone all the way up to 360, and you were still there.
Yeah, he says he's pointed the right way.
Yeah, well, he got to transmit on the 1296 antenna. He's got to be on the 2-meter antenna, though.
Okay. Now, Mike was saying you're not on the 1296 antenna, are you? And of course, no, I wouldn't hear you if you were. Okay, well, Mike's going to check you in there, John. Even though he knows you're there, he just can't hear you. Find here, we'll work on it off the net.
And there we are at due north. I'm all the way up to due north, and I came back out of east, and you peak at due north, over.
Me?
Are you hearing me, Richard? KD6BQ, are you there? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249.
Oh, right on the money. Loud. Ben's really screwed up again. I'm hearing Sacramento pointed right at you, over.
Yeah, well, it's kind of strange. So I was hearing you there. I saw you swing north, but I saw you swing back, but decided to wait. So anyway, good evening.
Yeah, there I'm over toward where Daniel is, and maybe you're a little better, I'm not sure. Recalibrated today. I moved everything back by 10 or 15 degrees, and I'm still having to go further to the north to get you guys. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's happening. Maybe it's propagation path, or some of the phasing is out on your antennas or something. Who knows? It's steering the beam a little bit. Couldn't tell. But anyway, it was fun to work you on 1296 last night.
Yeah, outstanding. Tell me again what you were using for an antenna.
Yeah, it's a 16-element Comet antenna. It's on about a, well, it says 1.36-meter boom, so it's a little over 4 feet. And they claim 16.1 dB a gain. And I think I've got about 2 dB of coax loss, so probably about 5 to 6 watts actually at the antenna. Over.
Yeah, no, you were doing good when you were in, and that's a path that isn't consistent. So nobody sits there and rock solid like we have here on 2 meters. But your CW on one transmission was certainly good enough to even work you on sideband, but by the time I called you and told you to go to sideband, I heard nothing after that. Over.
Yep, I heard you. I did switch over to sideband, but you couldn't hear me at all on sideband. Over.
You're just slamming, Mike.
Okay, who is that? Is that you, Larry?
Dave. You're hitting me with 60 over right now.
I'm sorry, who is this?
K6VBG.
What was the comment, Dave?
I said, you're just slamming right now. Higher than I've ever seen you. You're at 60 over.
Well, it's because I'm pointed right at you. Course Gold is due north of me here. Maybe that you're just not on here this late usually.
Plus, I'm hearing Richard off the back of my antenna.
Okay. I'm pointed right at you, Dave. That's why it's loud. Okay. Anyway, Richard, good to hear you, and it was a real great pleasure to work you. We had 29 check-ins. We could have had as many as 31, but a couple of the guys that were easy didn't show up because they were at meetings and other stuff. So it was a record-breaking night. Over.
Yeah, it was good to get on there, and Larry was standing in the wings there. I don't know if you managed to pick up Larry or not. I think he might have given up. There's so much commotion.
No, I didn't know he was on 1296.
Yep, N7WT was there, and he was hearing you, but I guess between me and Daniel piling in, he just waited, and then the signals faded down. A lot more QSB on 1296 than there is here on 2.
Well, he hasn't been on 1296 for 2 or 3 months, so I didn't even call him because I didn't think he was going to be there. If somebody had alerted me, then I would have made a point of it. That would have got us to as many as 30 anyway. Over.
Yeah, I would have tried to. I tried to alert you on sideband, but you couldn't copy my sideband.
Both you and Daniel were quite a ways down. Daniel was way weaker than normally he is. His peaks were pretty poor. So it was a funny evening in that respect. But I did get you, and that one transmission on yours was very good. All right. Let me see if Daniel's in here. Daniel, are you got the antenna up on this band? KE7UQL, I should say. K6MYC.
759 over.
Okay, I have your 272. Good deal. We hear you. And we'll let you make a longer transmission, and I'll peek on you. 272, go ahead.
I heard 759 in there, Mike.
Roger. Yes, we were a little busy last night on 1296. Once we start the final number, to get back to you. So I did send you 272, and I stand by for
Over, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I'm having trouble with Daniel. So I don't know what's going on here, but he's not quite Q5. And we had other callers. I'm hearing the Sacramento station still trying to call in here, pointed up toward you guys. So I'm hearing you in Sacramento at the same time, which is weird. Did you say Larry was in here tonight? Is Larry on here tonight?
I don't think so. Give him a call, but Greg might be in here, and it might be a little early. Eric might not be expecting you this early.
Well, it's 8:30, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually after 9 o'clock before you get to us.
Well, we're just doing well tonight, I guess. Less check-ins from the Bay Area. All right. November 7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Go ahead, K6MYC.
If you're here, Eric, Mike is calling N7 VAZ, 86BQ. Negative copy on Eric.
Yeah, I don't hear Eric either, so it's just you and Daniel tonight. How about W7 Delta Alpha India?
Yeah, W7 DAI, 86BQ. Are you on, Greg? Negative on Greg as well.
Okay, well, give Daniel my best. Let me try one more time for you, Daniel. I don't know why you're so weak tonight. KE7UQL for your final to me. K6MYC, over. Okay, you're coming up right at the end here. I'm backwards. I'm copying Richard better further to the east than normal, and you're further to the west than normal. My God, I don't believe it. That band is so screwed up tonight. KE7UQL, give me another one. K6MYC.
You doubled there, Daniel.
Okay, 7-3, Daniel. It's in and out. It's up and down. Very, very unstable conditions to you tonight for some reason. Thanks for last night. That was good to get you on 1296. Thank you. And again, thank you to you, Richard. And sorry we didn't catch Larry in there. That would have been a real winner of an evening, but I haven't heard Larry say anything about it for months, so I just gave up on him. He said the last time I talked to him, he said the antennas were pointing all different directions, so he wasn't even going to try. Maybe he got something sorted out there. 7-3, Richard, thank you. WA60IB, are you here, Ken? Rob, are you copying the boys up that way?
Yeah, I was hearing Richard pretty good, but to Daniel, I just couldn't quite hear him until the very end there, and I could barely tell it was he.
Yeah, I thought maybe he didn't get the antennas up as good as he normally has, or maybe there was someplace else on 2 meters, because he's way down from his normal 2 meter signal. You want to say hello to Richard? Go ahead.
How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ, Delta Mike 09er, and you're not as strong as Mike, but easy copy, over.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with Mike. He's got those antennas up in the hundreds of feet high. Anyway, yeah, I tuned in a little better, so maybe this helps. But good to hear you there. KM6SR, back to net.
Okay. Very good. 7-3, Richard. See you tomorrow on 432 with your smatching 70 watts there. KD6BQ, KE7UQL, 7-3, guys, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Yep, 7-3, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow, KD6BQ.
KD7UQL, 7-3.
7-3, Daniel. That was pretty good that time. It did. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back here. I didn't hear Paul in here tonight. Let's see if I get Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6WIS. Paul, are you in here tonight?
KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Now you're in here. What happened before, I wonder?
I was on vertical. Dumb me. Now my visual is down to 1.14 like it should be.
everything's normal here too, and I'm back in the direction pretty much toward you. It may be a little too far north, but I'm copying everybody in really weird directions. I had Bill way up off the Sierras there, over.
Yeah, well, I could hear you when you were talking in Nevada. So, good signals. It's just that stupid me is on the wrong antenna.
Okay, you were on the wrong antenna, or was it just conditions?
No, I was on my vertical antenna.
Well, no wonder. I knew something wasn't right.
I mean, my system worked as advertised. I was just on the wrong antenna.
Yeah, well, when I say things like that, nobody believes me. I can usually tell when your system's not working right, and I know signals both weak and strong, and you were way below weak, over.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that happens once in a while.
Yeah, yes, it does. We all do it. I kept telling him, Bill, he's on the wrong antenna. He's transmitting on 1296 antenna. You probably heard him say that. Anyway, okay, very good. Well, great to hear you finally. Let's see, Rob, are you copying John now?
Not now. I picked him up when I was up in Nevada, so this is crazy.
Yeah, let's see, he's getting the same thing that I'm getting. He was hearing you pointed toward Nevada, John.
Yeah, okay, well, I can also copy KM6SRR.
Yeah, but he's running smoke.
Yeah, true.
All right, very good. Let me give me a little more chatter, and I'm going to point. I'm about 6 degrees higher toward north than I'm normally on for you, but you're very solid. Let me go back where I normally get you.
Roger, KR6MR. For peaking, temperature here today was 63. KR6MR, over.
Okay, what's 63?
High temperature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not very warm up there. It was in the high 60s here. We might have gotten to 70, but there was a little bit more wind, and it was hard to tell what the real temperature was. All righty. Well, I've got you about 6 degrees higher than normal here, but I'm not going to recalibrate until I get somebody out here that can see where I'm pointing. I can't see the antennas anymore, John, so it's hard for me to see up at 105 feet where the Aggie is up there to see where it's pointed, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, you'll get someone up there soon to make sure your calibrations are good. In the meantime, I'll look for you tomorrow night on 432.
Yeah, well, that's a different tower, different system.
Well, yeah, no problem. Anyway, I'll look for you tomorrow night, 432. So KR6MR, Vaxinet and 73.
Okay, 73, John. Good evening. We'll see you on 432. Anybody else in this direction while I'm pointed that way? K6MYC Bozo Net. Over. I thought I would get Redding on the bounce off of the Sierras, but I guess not. 73 Bill and 73 Darren.
Yep, 73 Mike, KO6 Kitty.
KD6 shortwave.
Who was that? Who was the other one?
W.
I doubled with you. Say it again.
Okay, KD6 shortwave. KD6 shortwave. SW. Hello?
Yeah, K6 shortwave. Well, go ahead. What's your Bozo number?
I'm number 145, the same one I've had right along there. Good evening.
Oh, KD6SW. Okay, I didn't hear the D in there. Good evening, 145. I knew the voice, but I didn't get the call right. KD6SW. Yeah, 145. Good evening. Good signal, finally. And I'm pointed wrong for you, like I am for everybody else. Now, where am I here? I'm at 3. Yeah, I'm clear up at 347, so go figure.
Well, you got a nice strong signal up here. You're heading up there around S7 or so, almost S9. So it may be wrong, but it's got to be right. Anyway, top of the evening to you. Nothing else to report from here. Still a little bit of rain, and that's about it. Over.
Okay, and good. We'll look for you tomorrow night. We'll look for you tomorrow night on 432.
Well, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. You know, I always say that. See, I tune in and listen, and if you got a good signal, I fire it up. And
Okay. Well, I'll just keep listening for your CW. Let me see if I hear Jerry in here, KO6HS. Jerry, I wonder if you're there, KO6HS, K6MYC.
Roger, Roger. Just took a little bit of a fade there, but just a little fade. Conditions aren't that great, but got a decent copy on you. See how we make it down there, over.
Yeah, we got good copy on you. It's a thin one, but it's Q5. Jerry, good to hear you. Bands are really doing funny things, and we're pointing along kind of different directions. I think I'm hearing you guys off of the Sierras. You're kind of slamming the side of the wet Sierras there. And all that snow and wet that you got up there is making the signal come down here better than if it was direct path. Over.
Yeah, that seems to be what happened last time.
You guys just went away on me, so I don't know where it went. Boy, this is a weird band tonight. 73 Jerry, 73's Rich, 73's guys, and we'll see you on Sunday night, hopefully, and maybe it'll stabilize a little bit here. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS, K6MYC. We got to 2:30, Rob.
Roger.
73, Jerry. Anybody else while I'm pointed this way? How about KW6T? KE6ILX? Nothing heard. And get back to the Bay Area. We're really light in the Bay Area. Let me see if I can get any more late checks or mess. Did you get 775, Rob?
No, I didn't. I'm missing a lot of holes, so I'm probably going to need a picture for sure.
I heard somebody, oh no, I guess it wasn't 775, it was 759. Somebody said, you called in and said there's 759. And I was thinking that was 775, but that was, I already had him written in. That was John there. Okay, Bay Area, KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else in the Bay Area. Late checks are missed. K6MYC, over.
WB6 991090 with the kitty cat on my lap.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're sounding good. WB6WNI 1090. Gotcha.
Oh, good evening, Mike. Yes, it's a great signal again. It was a beautiful day, a little cloudy, but, a little cool, but I'll take that. And, yeah, I hate to say there's not much else to report except on the weather. Back to you.
Yeah, same here. It was a little cooler. It's about the same temperature as it was the day before. Now, it should start to warm up now. It's supposed to be pushing 80 here on Friday, so got one more day to warm up to get to that point. So it's going to have to warm up pretty quick. Hi. Anyway, good evening to you, Gary, and good to hear you. You might take a standby and see who else is in here. I have not heard Chris tonight, KA6UYH. I have not heard KB6BA. I have not heard KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or K6KLY, or KT2G. So there's 5 or 6 that could check in here. Bozo Net, Bay Area, late checks are missed. Come now, K6MYC. Now be darned, nothing.
No, Mike, there is nothing. Noise level here is, again, it's been very good on 2 meters and 7 centimeters. Noise level is quite low, so it's easy to pull out even weak signals, but there are no signals to pull out.
That's it. Nobody there to pull out. Very, very light tech-in list tonight. We're only pushing around 30. Very, very light on 2 meters. I thought we'd do better, but a lot of regulars are missing here. I get nothing from Santa Cruz either, so the whole Bay Area was blotto.
Wow, it's not propagation. No, it is really nice. I'm very happy with this way it's holding out here. Well, Mike, I'm going to say 73. Yeah. We will meet again tomorrow night. That's the excitement for me here, is meeting tomorrow night. Anyway, 73, Mike, K6MYC, 679.
Yeah, Okay, well, here I am at 285, right where you should be, and you're as good as I've heard you, so. I'm calibrated, right? But boy, we had some of the guys off as much as 20 and 30 degrees. I was copying Sacramento, better pointed toward Nevada than I was copying them direct. It was amazing. Good evening to you, Gary, and I'll call one more time for all the missing people there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6BA, K6KLY, KA6UY8. KB6JSM even. I haven't heard him for about a month now. K6MYC Bozo Net, calling and listening. Nothing heard. Good night, Gary. We'll see you tomorrow on 432. WB6WNI, K6MYC, back into Southern California looking for Jerry. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, good night, Mike. I'll see you tomorrow.
7-3. I may go to stop here at Santa Cruz. Let me see. Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, KW6S, K6MYC. AF6 United, K6MYC. Wow. Okay, down to Southern California again, or anyway, Porterville, wherever Eddie is.
Yeah, he's in Porterville.
You should be pretty close, Eddie. KE6BK or W6PYP or W6LAD. Anybody down there? K6MYC Bozo Net. Nothing heard. Go ahead, give a call, Rob.
Hey, Eddie, KE6BK, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by. Mr. Eddie, you're always here late. Of course, maybe we're not late enough. Are you on tonight? I can't raise them either, Mike.
I thought I heard a little tiny voice way down there. It wasn't Eddie. Was there somebody else that wants to try maybe Southern California? We're listening, we're listening. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Central California, Delta Mike 07. Over. No, I'm just imagining it. Okay, let's just drag you here for a second. Give me a count, and I will sign off here. And Rob, Aaron, you've been very quiet tonight.
Is Aaron in there? I'm not hearing him.
I'm not hearing anybody. I don't hear Aaron, but maybe Aaron's putting the kids to bed there. Have you got a count, Rob?
Yeah, it's probably way off. Quick, I got a 33.
Well, I think you've got everybody. That's about what I got. I don't have much more than 33 here either. Very light tonight.
Well, I was down feeding the cats, grabbing a bite to eat, over in 10 meters, and I just don't have much at all going on here, so I really need your picture.
We'll send you a picture. I'm going to go in and eat. They didn't have dinner quite ready. Everybody was here tonight, but they didn't get the dinner ready until I had to come out here, so I'm going to get out of here quickly tonight. 73s, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I guess you're going to pick up candy tomorrow night about 10 o'clock, or is it tonight?
It's tonight, and her plane had technical problems or whatever, so they're lucky that the hub was there at the Dallas-Fort Worth, so they could put them on another plane, and they're going to be coming in after midnight tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, sleep in.
Yeah, I'll sure try. This is a long day today because I got up real early to get the garbage out there. I forgot to do it last night.
Okay. Very good. 7-3, Rob. And what I tried to tell you the other night, I don't know whether you have any interest, but I have one of those big blue barrels full of plastic bottles. If you're going to make another run to the plastic bottle place, or if you're going to do that anymore. Matt doesn't have time for it, so you're welcome to have mine over.
Okay, yep. I still make runs there. I usually go almost a year before I go down. I have a whole big truckload full, but I should have pretty much another trip going here pretty quick.
Well, I'm about a little bit more than 3/4 full, so I could go another 20 or 30 days before we go. So let's just, I'll tell you when I'm starting to be overloaded over.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, believe it or not, you do get some reasonable money there. When I take my whole truckload down, I usually end up with about $90 and stuff.
Oh, very good. You can buy a pack of gum then for me.
Yep, and I just kind of maybe break even on the gas nowadays.
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? What was somebody saying? I just cheered today. I just filled my tank, and it was under $50. I can now mow my lawn. 7-Eleven. Hi, John.
Good to have you. I was talking to Dwayne, QEL. On another frequency and 10 meter subscribe and up and all over the place. K6MI.
Pretty heavy distortion. I didn't get much of that. Did you copy it, Rob?
Well, sort of, I think. He said he was out talking to Dwayne over in 10 meters, and that's about all I got out of that.
A really heavy distortion, John. Same as last night on 1296, but you were in and out so fast I didn't mention it.
Okay, let me bring the beam around.
Yeah, still there. It's almost like RF feedback, but almost sounds the same as last night. So I wonder if you don't have a radio problem. What radio are you using?
Let's see, this is KFT 736. We've had problems before with it, and last night, that was at Kenwood. That was a different radio.
I'll be darned. Yeah, well, this one's, that was beginning to be readable. I think this is the one, and some of your radios are the same way. They are okay after they warm up a little bit, but at first they're really bad. And this one now is starting to be readable, over.
Yeah, okay, I turned the mic gain down. Yeah, the radio's been on for a while.
Yeah, each transmission gets a little tiny bit better. The only reason I mentioned it is you don't want to be operating a contest like that, over.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Okay. Anyway, good evening. I'm going to get out of here quickly. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bozo number 47, in Delta Mike 07, checking out on April 15, 2026, closing the 2-meter Bozo Net from Central and Northern California, K6MYC, 7-3 all. See you tomorrow, K6MYC.
I just got a text from the wife, Mike. I guess they're still on the tarmac there waiting for a ramp crew. Anyway, looks like close to 1 o'clock now.
And that's a wait till morning, huh?
Well, that's what she said. She could probably arrange to stay over in a hotel, but I'd rather get it over with. I want her home.
Yeah, I understand. And probably best to do it that way. Less traffic at 1 in the morning anyway.
Yep, that's true, and I am really detesting the smell of cat poop. We've got an elderly cat that just feels like the entire house is their cat box.
Oh, great. Bummer. All right, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Probably take a nap in the afternoon. 73. And K6MI, K6US, KM6SRR, and anybody else listening. We didn't have Mark in here either tonight, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mark was in net control for 10 meters, so maybe you forgot about it.
Okay. Ken did never come back. I did take a pause for him a couple of times, but he didn't come back. Double with somebody. I didn't hear Ken come back. Did he ever come back? We didn't want to get in there and wedge his way in, I guess.
Saying 73 to you.
Who was it?
KM6SR to K6MYC. 73, Mike.
73, Rob. Good night.
Good night, guys. I was over on 10 meters. K6US.
73.
Hey, Aaron, get Mark to come over here now. Haha.
Everyone's too busy listening about how Pat's got 220 radios to give away, so you'll have to convince them to come over. K6US going back over to 10.